Hi guys, so first I'm going to get started with questions related to recent readings I've done. The first one is about the relationship between Rosenstein and Kavanaugh. Now, as you've seen, I've done a reading on Rosenstein knowing the dirt about Kavanaugh and being the man who will, I don't say he'll necessarily, he will announce the shady money connection there, okay? And I know I know sometimes I get irritated because as soon as I do this, people are like, well, but they're friends and set it up. Like, so people are kind of concerned about that. I don't know. I don't see that like that really being a problem, but I haven't done a reading on this. So let me just do a quick reading on this. What is that relationship between Kavanaugh and Rosenstein? And I know they're apparently I haven't read about this. Rosenstein was in that group who was anti-Clinton. You know, most of those ultra conservatives originated from that cell of crazy people. So so that's that. Now, I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say, guys, that I don't think obviously Rosenstein is not an angel, but my only concern here is that he is on Mueller's side. Okay, so that's that. And by the way, I've noticed some troll comments. People are like, "Oh, I wonder if is Mueller on our side?" Like, I think he is, guys. Otherwise, there would be no point in this investigation. Okay, he wouldn't bother. And Trump would not be trying to kill it. Okay. Anyway, so let's figure out what is their relationship like, and knowing what he knows now, Rosenstein, will he try to let Kavanaugh go, like let him in? Because I've argued with my argument for people who are believing that was that, well, if Rosenstein lets him in, he has to fight. Like, they're going to get rid of him, Rosenstein. You know what I mean? It's obvious that if he lets him in, then the Mueller investigation is over. You know what I mean? Or the seriousness of the Mueller investigation will be right question. So anyway, so let me just close. I won't close my eyes. Oh yeah. So let me do that way. Okay. So I ask spirits in the universe for clarity regarding the relationship between Kavanaugh and Rosenstein, and what if that will affect Rosenstein's decisions. So guys, this was interesting, okay? The answer is no, but what it showed was that Rosenstein was almost shows him, like, even lying in bed at night thinking about this, that he knew, obviously he's very well connected in the conservative world, but it shows that because of the Russia investigation, he found out that most people he knows are involved in this. And it shows that today he sees it's what happened with the Russian investigation. A lot of people he knows, they're still friends. I mean, he still sort of talks to them as quote unquote friends, but he knows that they have. It's almost like he looks at them and they know they have a knife on him, on his out to get him. Okay, so it's very interesting. Okay, because now he knows what side they're on, and he's not going to change. He doesn't change his behavior towards them, but he knows what they're involved in, and I think he's capable of not showing a lot of emotion, and but he's very committed to it, as are everyone who's involved in this takes it very seriously, including him, and he feels a sense of destiny about it. And like I said, he sees every person. It's like, imagine you see, oh hi, how's it going, and he sees a person, he's like ding 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 doo doo. He knows they have a knife, and they're ready to get him if they must, because the scheme is big. So it's telling me about the, I don't know if you guys know, but I think it was the 70s and 80s and 90s even in Italy when they went to get the mafia. It's crazy. Okay, so it was like, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it is a mob, right, in a weird way. So it shows again that all the people that he knew, that he was almost saved. So he feels like in some weird he was saved by this, which seemed completely out of the blue that he got this. But then he knows a lot about all these people. And the other thing that it showed is that Kavanaugh is presented to him as the elected king. Okay, so all these very powerful conservative forces go, I don't say they necessarily go to him directly, but they are, he sees Kavanaugh as being the spokesperson for all the ultra-right people. And not only does he know what Kavanaugh really stands for because he knows Kavanaugh, but also he understands, he's like, wow, the fact that all these people are pushing Kavanaugh tells me the conspiracy is way wider than we could ever imagine. So guys, yes, he's even, like I said, he's committed to this thing, okay? And this is why he doesn't separate. Okay, but like I said, he knows, just the funny thing is he knows Kavanaugh. You know what I mean? So he knows he's lying, eh? And he knows what is at stake here, okay? So it's sad. It's sad because, in a weird way, it's not that he's reborn, but it's almost as if he doesn't trust the people that he used to trust, A and B. He realizes the foolishness of this quote-unquote conservative thing, okay, in the sense that they went too far. It's a little bit like a person, well, it's worse because it affects many people, it affects the country, but a person, for example, who starts with one drink and then drinks and drinks and then become alcoholic and they can't leave the addiction. Okay, so it's kind of similar, I think, except that the addiction affects the entire country, okay, the whole criminal conspiracy. So the answer is that no, it doesn't affect anything. Okay, so yeah, it's just that he's gonna lose a lot of friends, but then a lot of the friends are criminal. I'm not saying that, sometimes I think about it, like, what if you had a friend and then that suddenly you find out this person is a pedophile or whatever, or like commits treason? Are you going to see the person the same way? Probably not. You're probably like, oh, they're good people, or I care about them, but you're going to have some, be like, So, you know what I mean? So that's going to affect the situation here. So that's what it shows. But to him, it feels as though he is like, he's walking on a field of people with like knives behind, like who were ready to stab him. That's how Kavanaugh feels. These people are willing to do anything to throw him under the boat. It's like he feels that, and it's showing guys like there's like sci-fi 60s sci-fi films where, oh, hello, how are you today, Kavanaugh? Not Kavanaugh, Rosenstein. Oh, hello, Rosenstein. How are you? You're doing so well. You look so fine. Like, So yeah, so that's that, guys. Interesting. And it shows, in a weird way, sadly, just like Trump, Kavanaugh is like a piece of puppet. Okay, he's not the real. That's why he was picked, because he's very flexible. You know what I mean? Almost as if he was groomed to and you guys know that, right? To have no opinions, but to stand for the interests of those, well, ultra wealthy and the Russians. So, wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's that. Okay. All right. Oh, finger time. Finger. Ooh. That way. Oh. Okay, guys. So I wanted to just do a quick card reading about Rosenstein and the relationship with Kavanaugh, if this is going to impact any of his decisions. So I, by the way, I shuffled and I cut the cards. So just get the cards out. And then talk about it later. Guys, interesting that here, yeah, very interesting that it, no, okay, there's no, it doesn't affect. I'll tell you why. So here we have, I think this is maybe the most important part here about his, because this is the feelings, okay? So the world upside down, the plans to turn the world upside down. The emperor is Putin, and this is a card of illusion. So he feels, he knows that these people were, they wanted to change the status quo, which was Obama, obviously, right? So they were willing, this is illusion, right? So they actually believed that Putin offered something. And then we have here, guys, okay, this is important. Okay, Belvedere, that's something happening very soon. And what comes soon? The Bambino, that's Trump, right? And the White House. So there's something happening very soon. It's weird because the cards always say that. So the rich girl is finances and wealth, okay? So luxury, right? So, and this is working. And then there's this, guys, sometimes I go back and read the meaning and then sort of assess if I'm interpreting the card correctly. And you see here is Jonah, right? So it said one of the meanings is court summons. So that's right. So that would be an indictment of some sort, subpoena, those kinds of things. Okay, so here, guys, this is important because this is, again, the gift, right? So the invitation, the gift. Soon the gift, this is a card of an impediment. And I've said before in another reading that this card, in French, the word is empêchement. That means impeachment, right? The translation is impediment, but the actual root of the word is impeachment, right? So soon there will be an impeachment, right? Not impeachment in the sense of the judicial sense, but in the core sense of the word because of the gifts. Secret gifts from Trump, related to Trump, will cause an upset. So this card, the contrarietà dispiacere, means something that's very upsetting. And what is it? An upsetting thing means a news that comes out. It's not that makes you sad, but makes you upset. It's a little different. It's like, ugh, makes you angry. It goes against, basically, something that goes against your wishes, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a difference between having bad news and something that going against your wishes. It's not technically the same, but in this context, it's important because it says that it goes against whatever plan they had, okay? Here's the White House, the snake, and I think the snake, guys, here is Kavanaugh, okay? And then we have this, which is interesting, right? This is a fun and games, pleasant pastime. So I think this is Kavanaugh here. It's funny I said that I saw the knife, but this is a snake. So even though this person that he was friends with, it turns out that Kavanaugh is compromised here, and so soon the plans to turn the world upside down are likely to be revealed. The relationship between Trump and the White House and the donors and or money. Putin made a secret gift to the snake, so the snake, meaning Kavanaugh, to do work for him. Illusion, the illusion creates, that they believed in, creates an obstacle, an impeachment, and that's going to go against their plans. Even though they were happy, they were friends before, he's going to issue the summons. So the answer is no, it's not going to affect how Rosenstein sees Kavanaugh, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to add this to the very end of the reading. Bye. Oh, hello, finger. Oh my God.